What's up, everybody? It's your pal Billy with Altcoin Buzz. Today I want to talk about two huge macro events, two huge storm clouds that are on the horizon and they're approaching fast. They're going to collide. We're talking about the Bitcoin halving and the 2020 election, which is going to, in my opinion, make Bitcoin a 2020 election issue.
Call it the perfect storm.
Just a real quick disclaimer, all the candidates that we're about to talk about today are not endorsements. I am simply trying to paint a picture for you on the macro events that are going to be surrounding Bitcoin, the 2020 election, and the Bitcoin halving. This is not a political video. I want to let you know, though, I do think that we are going to see in 2020 the all-time high Google search results for Bitcoin get absolutely smashed. What's interesting about this search results is it kind of looks like the Bitcoin chart, right? One thing that's nice about Bitcoin is it has a finite supply and it is based on network. So the more people that join the network, the more people that are interested in the network, the more people that buy into the network, the more valuable that network becomes. We're also going to be using this logarithmic chart to kind of highlight some different events around previous halvings. So this is the Bitcoin reward halving and price history, as well as take a look at what happened the last time election season came around. We all remember the 2016 election. Things got nasty.
Yeah, because you'd be in jail.
And I'm not saying that the entire rise of Bitcoin was due to that presidential election. Obviously, the Bitcoin fundamentals were improving every day. We were approaching that last halving event. However, do not underestimate how nasty that election, not only in America got, but all across the world. There was all kinds of disruption to kind of the established systems, and a lot of people started looking toward Bitcoin for a hedge. I think it's fair to say that Donald Trump's tweet about Bitcoin the other day triggered me just a little bit.
Donald Trump, I got to say, man, I am disappointed with you here. Well, he forgets to mention there that the U.S. dollar is actually the #1 used asset worldwide for illegal activity. I'm extremely disappointed with Donald Trump.
Triggered. But upon further reflection and looking at some historical context, Bitcoin has always performed well in chaos. This is why I keep calling it an anti-fragile currency. It doesn't just withstand those blows. It thrives in chaos. It really does. But I do believe that the political tension, not only in America, but all across the world, France, Great Britain, all throughout Europe, just populist movements all over the place, was causing more and more people to look elsewhere as a way to store their value. And Bitcoin was one of the screaming opportunities out there. What's different this time for Bitcoin? Well, for starters, it's not $730 like it was back in 2016. Okay, Bitcoin is a whopping $10,000. I'm not sure what it'll be at the time of this video, but it's around $9,000 to $11,000 right now. And as it approaches this halving, I predict it's going to be even higher, and it is going to force candidates to talk about it. There's going to be so much buzz in the air after the halving and into election season, into the heart of election season, that I am predicting we are going to be seeing Bitcoin talked about at the debates. Okay, the other thing that's different is we actually have two candidates on the other side of the aisle, both Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang. This is not endorsements for either one of them. However, they are very, very open to, not only open to Bitcoin, but pro-Bitcoin. Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard have both been on Joe Rogan a number of times. What's interesting about them compared to other Democratic candidates is they have the unique ability to kind of reach across the aisle to the other side. Andrew Yang in particular, and I believe Tulsi Gabbard as well, have quite a bit of people from both the left and right listening to them. Okay, I don't agree with all of their policies. However, I do like that they like Bitcoin. And now that Donald Trump has opened up this can of worms, I believe that you're going to see more people come out of the woodworks. It's not just going to be these grassroots movements from Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. You are going to see more people learn about Bitcoin and take the opposite stance of Donald Trump. But take it to the bank. You are going to hear Andrew Yang bring up Bitcoin more and more. Okay, you're going to hear Tulsi Gabbard talk about it. Listen, Presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard backed a reintroduction of the bill to exempt tokens from SEC. All right, they're not just saying this for fluff, they're actually doing work with this. Pro-Bitcoin presidential candidate Andrew Yang to shake up the Democratic debate. A lot of people are calling Yang the Bitcoin president, with all due respect to Mr. McAfee, of course. As a result, in my opinion, you are going to see the all-time high for Google search results for Bitcoin get absolutely demolished. I think it is going to surpass this, who knows, maybe by a factor of 2. That is my prediction. I don't give price predictions, but I will give Google trend predictions. Look, we're already matching the exact same level right now. I guess we're dipping off of it just a little bit. What goes up must come down. But in June 2019, we were matching the same amount of search results that was happening in early November 2017. We know what happened after that, everybody. Okay? As the halving is approaching, okay, this perfect storm, what I like to call the halving, as well as the 2020 election, is going to make this logarithmic chart get really interesting, in my opinion. I'm not saying we're going to be at $100,000 upon the halving, but I do believe we are going to be significantly higher, and that the temptation to talk about Bitcoin as a political issue is going to be so hard to resist. Okay, the halving is going to happen right around primary season, everybody. Okay, May 2020 is right when primary season is happening, and there's like 30, 40 candidates up there for the Democrats, and I promise you, Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard aren't just going to ignore Bitcoin. It's going to be a way to separate themselves from the herd, right? That's going to become a buzzword, and Donald Trump's going to continue to oppose it, and it's going to force the hand of other people who have not spoken on Bitcoin yet to make a decision. Am I a pro-Bitcoin candidate, or am I anti-Bitcoin candidate? Okay. Meanwhile, the American public, and not only the American public, the world public, these elections in America are like Super Bowls. They're crazy. It's the sad reality, but it's truth, right? Everybody kind of tunes in because despite everyone hating them, they're almost worth watching for cringe and entertainment, right? We're going to see these search results skyrocket. 2020 will be, or Bitcoin will be, a 2020 election issue, in my opinion. And what's nice about Bitcoin is it has this finite supply, right? So this is not the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin is based, its value is based on a network. All right. So the more people that are interested in Bitcoin, a la Google Trends, the Bitcoin search, the more people that buy into Bitcoin, the more people that believe in Bitcoin, the more valuable that network becomes. During the 2017 bull run, you did not have a sitting president tweeting to his 70 million followers, Bitcoin. Good or bad, you didn't have that happening. You also did not have 2 presidential candidates that were pro-Bitcoin. Okay? I believe we're going to see some things happen. Bitcoin's going to be buzzing in the ears of billions of people, not just here in the United States, but billions of people across the world. More and more people are going to get it. More and more people are going to understand how great this technology is, and I believe that we are going to see Bitcoin's macro awareness buzz at a level that we have not yet seen before. So what do you all think? Do you all think that I am right here? Do we think that Bitcoin is going to be a 2020 election event? Let me know in the comments section. If you've been enjoying these videos, please consider subscribing to Altcoin Buzz, ringing that bell, liking this video, sharing it on Twitter and Reddit, and checking us out on Instagram. It's your pal Billy with Altcoin Buzz. Until next time, peace.